We got to talk about the gas event. A lot of people have been unlocking General Skywalker recently, and that's simply because of the new Lightspeed bundle. I thought I'd take a moment and help guide you guys through the gas event. Let's get him unlocked. Getting cracking with the gas event then. Stage 1 is a fleet battle. In order to compete in this, you need to have a 7-star negotiator or 7-star endurance, or I guess in the future, any additional Galactic Republic capital ships that they bring out at 7 stars. It's also a requirement that you've got an ETA-2, which is Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker's ship, as well as another bare minimum 3 Galactic Republic ships at 7 stars. Let's go ahead and check out how this goes about, okay? So, you can choose Negotiator or Endurance. I highly recommend using the Negotiator, but the Endurance can do it as well. Anakin's ETA-2 is locked in on the starting field. We're also going to go in with the BTLB Y-Wing. This is a great tank, and Ahsoka Tano's Jedi Starfighter. Now, if you do happen to have the Marauder as a ship, it's the Bad Batch's ship, highly recommend using that in the starting lineup, but for ease of use, I'm not going to be using this just now. We're going to throw in Ahsoka Tano's Jedi Starfighter. I recommend Plo Koon for a nice cleanse on the reinforcement and some additional turn meter, and the Umbaran Starfighter. Anything else is just groovy. If you've got these two, you're okay. Now again, if you happen to have the Marauder, use it in the starting lineup. Let's go ahead and break this down. This fleet battle is a little bit different. There is no enemy capital ship, and there's a brand new ship called the Soulless One, which is GG's personal ship. We are also greeted by several reinforcements of these vulture droids that we have to kill a couple of times. They'll be marked, so we can't really ignore them. We just got to keep on going at them. So I recommend you save Ahsoka Tano's second special. Save that second special for when she gets buzz droids on her. And let's just get cracking, try and get dazed on as many units as possible. Keep that taunt up for as long as possible as well. Now, we can't control who that marked goes to. It's just going to happen to target people. I believe it goes for a particular turn order on the field. As you can see, as we kill these units, more of them come to replace it. Now, in a situation like this, where all of my units are kind of healthy, I'm going to call in the Umbaran Starfighter. If you had some vulture droids, some buzz droids, sorry, if you happen to have had anybody take a significant amount of damage, I'd recommend bringing in Plo Koon. He will heal you, and then you'll be able to pass some turn meter. Umbaran Starfighter, when he comes in, will try to put target lock on enemies that have got very little turn meter, and that's going to buff his second special. So let's do that. His first special, sorry. Just keep killing these vulture droids. They don't tend to have a whole lot of health, so it should be relatively straightforward. I'm going to use our unending loyalty now just to keep everybody happy. And let's just clear out these vulture droids. Nearly done with them. Once we've gotten rid of all of those, it's going to be a case of let's go ahead and hit the Soulless One. So I'm bringing Plo Koon here just to get rid of anything else. Get rid of that retribution off the Soulless One and just focus in on him. It's really not a difficult phase. Let's just do the basic here with Anakin and a basic here with Plo and a mass assist to finish it off, I guess. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Stage 2 is where things start to get just a little bit trickier. Now, I'm going to talk you through a couple of stat thresholds, and I'm going to talk about turn order. All right, so let's think about this. Stage 2, we have to use Padme, GK, Shakti, C-3PO, and Ahsoka Tano. There is a prescribed team of 5. Now, I would recommend at least having relic levels on most of them, but when I did this in my unlock several years ago, I did it with a Gear 9 Shakti, and the only other person who had relics, I believe, was General Kenobi at like relic 3 or 5. So it's very possible to do so without masses of relics. More relics means more survivability, more damage, and the easier time you'll have. What's more important, though, in my opinion, is the turn order. Generally speaking, if you have your speeds over about 265, 270, you will go before anybody in the enemy team. How I like to do it is I like to have Padme essentially go about third. I want my Ahsoka Tano, my Shakti, my C-3PO to go before anybody else. So these three, doesn't matter which order, any order for these three will work. And then you want it to go Padme, then GK. All right, and if you can get them all around that 300 speed threshold, you'll have a good time of it. Don't forget that Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, who I like to go early because of her second special, she gains 25 speed from her unique. So you do not necessarily need to give her like 300 speed on paper. You can put her at like 275, and she'll gain 25 speed from her unique. If she's got crit hit immunity, that doubles up. So you can theoretically use Shakti to put the first special... Actually, no, that won't work. Ignore that. So yeah, you can be around 275, probably even a little bit less on her, depending on how you're doing the turn order of things here. After that, I like to have a bunch of damage on her. So I will show my modding, but this modding is like way overkill for this particular event. So my Padme over here, she's Relic 8 because of the Lord Vader event, 120k health, 302 speed, and she's got about 75% potency. Next up, not Maul, why is he there? That doesn't make any sense. Let's go check out GK. GK, I've modded for 122k health, 296 speed. I just want him to be fast. I want to make sure that we are able to take those turns quickly. Shakti, she's probably my fastest here, 363. This is complete overkill. You can do this with like 300 speed, all right? Don't worry about this 363. This is just me remodding through hot utils to get the best stats I can. But all we're looking for here is speed and health, right? Around 300 speed is absolutely fine. Now it's showing Keller and Beck. I love how this game works sometimes. So the only one I'd recommend modding a little bit differently is going to be C-3PO. You want speed and you want a bit of potency on him. You want to be able to land those confuses, okay? He's 315 speed, 109k health, and 106% potency. And now it's showing Bad Bad Checker. Right, okay. Final one is going to be Snips, Ahsoka Tano. So, Ahsoka Tano I've modded for offense. She's got 278 speed. Don't forget she's getting 25 speed from this Deering Padawan unique. 40% max health, extra evasion, extra kit chance, and 25 speed. This is doubled if she's got crit hit immunity, which she can get from GK. So, with that said, let's go check out how do we like to do this? What are the important steps of the battle? Let's do this. Couple things about this phase. You've got a GG here at the back with a 10-turn countdown. When that countdown hits 0, he's going to start attacking. We can't target him until these two droidicas with the locked damage immunity are defeated. The only way we can get rid of this damage immunity is if we kill a Magna Guard. We don't want to worry about that just yet though. What we want to do is take out the B2, as many stacks of this B1, and then worry about these. So what I like to do at the start is if I've got my Shakti going first, I'm going to use her heal, and I know this sounds weird, I'm going to pass it over to Padme. That's going to call Padme to assist and Ahsoka Tano to assist. When Padme does a basic, she's giving herself and her allies plus 10% protection up. That's going to convert into courage, which means more max health damage to the enemy. Similarly, once again, C-3PO, I'm going to use his special, put translation on Padme. It's going to call her to assist. That's an extra 10% for the... for our protection up. Now we've got Snips going. She's got 5 stacks of courage now, so we'll be able to do some decent damage and hopefully kill this B2. We're going to use her special, That's going to pass an additional 20% protection up to the team, which is going to convert into courage. Hopefully we kill the B2. We kill the B2. Fabulous. Next up, what are we going to do? We're going to target this B1 battle droid, and I'm going to do the kick, and we're going to try and kill as many stacks of this B1 battle droid as possible. So let's do that. Kick it. Beautiful, we got it down to 52. Now we can do another mass assist here, but I'm actually going to recommend that we do this negotiator ability. It's going to put retribution up on our entire team, so when these Maggies attack now, we're going to counterattack with Snips and cleanse off their taunt. So do that, Snips will get a hit off. There's the AoE, and boom, you're no longer taunting. There's the AoE, and boom, you're no longer taunting, and you're nearly dead. Alright, cool. So what can we do from here? We can force a taunt over here, but all I really want to do... Actually, yeah, I think we will force that taunt just for a moment. Just because I would like to have that crit hit immunity on him for now. Lovely jubbly. Look how well he tanked that ability. Now, I'm also going to do this basic with C-3PO on the other Maggie. One of them should have confusion. So let's do that. Confusion means he can't gain that... he can't regain taunt. So we're going to go in now. We're going to just hit this B1. And then we're just going to basic. Ooh, we've got a mass assist available. We're going to save that mass assist, I think. We're just going to basic the B1, and that is going to kill him. We've still got a bunch of retribution, thankfully. So we should be able to go ahead and defeat some units over here. Now, I'm looking at their turn meter. I don't want to beat this Maggie just yet, because these droidicas are going to take turns, and then they're going to immediately get into damage immunity again. So let's spread that damage just a little bit. Yep, we'll do a basic over here. And a basic once again. Alrighty, so that's one Maggie dead. Let's see, we've got 9 stacks of courage. I think we'll just try and go in for this guy. We'll do a mass assist, I think, on the healthier Droideka. Get everybody with buffs to assist. That's one Droideka down. We just need to kill the other one. Yep, he's got his damage immunity back, but look, immediately that second Maggie has died. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to call in Padme with this heal right now to attack that Droideka. And we need to get rid of this Maggie. As soon as we take Grievous below max health, he's going to get this Force Taunt. Now, I want to get triple stacks of translation on Padme. So let's do that, because we want to be able to control General Grievous when he's on his lonesome. Okay, keep using specials. That special from Snips gives us a rather wonderful amount of protection up. So when you find yourself in this position, GG will activate and he'll put locked heal immunity on you for the rest of the match. If you've got 3 stacks of translation on Padme, you are laughing. Her potency bonuses from this, and if she's got about 70% base potency, you should be able to lock down General Grievous, and that that stun can't be cleansed, okay? So always kick with Padme right now. You want him stunned? Perfect. When he gets down to low health, he will restart. If you don't have the relic levels and the damage output that I currently have, all you're going to be doing is constantly basicking with C-3PO, keeping that 3 stacks of translation on Padme. With Shakti, call C-3PO to assist, so he's going to reduce the cooldowns on Padme. All you want to do is keep on getting around to that kick ability and keep GG stunned. But that should about do it. So in situations like this, obviously I could call in someone else and just win the match, but you would call in C-3PO. C-3PO would do an assist, and he would decrease the cooldowns on your allies that have got 3 or more stacks of translation. Yes, I know that my modding here and my relic levels are completely overkill, but it's supposed to give you an idea of how you should go about doing it. Get rid of the B2, get rid of the B1, try and time those those Maggie kills to get some Droideka kills, and just keep GG stunned when he gets into his Enrage ability. Smashing. Let's move on. Now, stage 3 is a little bit different. We get given a General Skywalker here, and we cannot actually modify any of his stats. It's just a basic, relic, no modded, fully zated General Skywalker, and we're facing off in a mano-a-mano match with Asajj Ventress. You can lose this battle, it can be lost, but generally speaking, you can pretty much mash buttons and get it done. Let's go take a look, shall we? It's a really cool scene. I wish they do use this sort of angle more frequently, because it's kind of cool having a solo battle. Now, I'd recommend doing the daze first. And the reason for that is it means your armor shred will deal more damage if you land daze on her, which we do. It means we do more damage with the kick, so always recommend doing that. Just basicking, and we're just waiting. AoE, kick, look at all that damage. Basic. Like, it's very hard to lose, to be honest. Very hard to lose. However, this last phase is where things get a little bit tricky. So, what do we have to do in the last phase? The last phase is different. We've got Asajj Ventress as a leadership for a bunch of Separatist droids. She has nothing that helps your droids. Nothing at all. What I do recommend is at least the Zetas on Droideka and that B2, at the very least. Preferably on the B1 as well, and you don't need masses and masses of relic levels. They're not like all relic 7s or 8s. You can actually do this with very few relic levels, so long as you've got some on that B1, and maybe just a little bit on Magna Guard, maybe on B2. Droideka needs to be modded a little bit differently for this, so let's talk about mods. On to the modding then. Asajj Ventress. I unlocked gas with a Gear 12 Asajj Ventress with no Zetas. Trash mods, don't care. Moving on. B1 is slightly different. We want B1 to be fast and hit really hard. So I've gone for a speedy offense set over here. His speed right now is 312, and he's got about 9k offense at Relic 4. Bear in mind, B1 cannot crit, so you want him to have pure offense. Offense primaries wherever you can. If you can't hit the speed thresholds, just go for as fast as you can with some decent offense, okay? Also bear in mind, health protection, none of that matters for B2. The only stats that ever matter for him are speed, offense, and potency in a GG team. Droideka next. Now this is different. You want the Zeta on Droideka, okay? You want the Zeta on Droideka because that is going to give you the ability to assist when you have damage immunity. So we want to mod him to be offensive and fast. I know that might sound odd because he does additional damage based on the speed discrepancy between himself and whoever he's targeting, but we want Droideka going first to roll up into damage immunity so that he can start assisting, alright? It's very, very important. It's usually the difference maker. So mine is 258 speed right now. Don't forget, Droideka is actually going to have plus 50% speed unless it has damage immunity. So when he starts, he doesn't have damage immunity, so he's gaining 50% additional speed on top of that. That's nearly an additional 130 speed. That puts him at, what, nearly 390 speed. He's very quick. He's very, very quick. Okay, so I've got him super fast so we can constantly get back round into that damage immunity, start that assisting. The rest of it, again, we're just looking for lots and lots of damage output, offense and offense and offense. He can critically hit, but there is an element of true damage that comes out as well on his special. So true damage ignores defense is very, very useful. Apart from that, I've gone for a B2 that has got lots of potency and tenacity. We're talking over 100% there. We don't want him getting dazed. He doesn't need speed because he has got that reactive ability on reactive protocol. Okay, so that means he's going to gain, he has a chance at, oh sorry, is it Relentless Barrage? Apologies, not reactive protocol. He's got a 40% chance to gain 100% turn meter whenever another ally is evaded or damaged by an attack. So super, super useful. Target locked enemies also have got 25% crit chance and 25% less evasion. Isn't that wonderful? Maggie, I've just gone for defense. The Zeta is garbage. Do not use it. We've gone for maximum levels of survivability. Not fast, 225 speed, 120k protection and 70k health at Relic 5. I've gone for defense sets to reduce the incoming damage. Alright, that's modding. Let's talk about combat approach and what can go wrong. So if you've never fought a gas team before, what you'll need to know is that Gas and all of his allies basically can't lose health until he is sat down, alright? Once you get Gas to sit down, you do that by removing all of his protection, then you can attack the allies, alright? They can't lose health if Gas is standing. They can lose protection, but not health. So we want to try and take Gas down as quickly as possible, and then kill off the units. You want to try and make sure that you kill 5s first, because otherwise he is going to sacrifice and pass additional stats to the clones. So, Droideka should be going first. We roll up. What you don't want to have happen is you don't want Echo to throw the grenade. That's going to dispel our damage immunity. So let's get cracking over here. Start sending out some attacks. We should get some bonus turns over there. Boop, 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 boop. Lovely, nice tankiness over here, and I'm just going to use an AoE here just to drop Gas down. Now remember, we want to be going after that 5s. Unfortunately, Echo threw the grenade, gets the stun on Droideka, and removes his damage immunity. We're going to keep going regardless, just to see what we can actually get done. Okay, so pretty bad start. Pretty bad start is how I would describe that. We want to try and get round to another turn with Droideka over here. Oh, that was a misclick. That was a total misclick then. Yep. Okay, so let's back out of that. I genuinely thought I was attacking Gas there. 5s was taunting. Okay, let's try this again. So all we're really looking for at the start is that Echo does not throw that grenade. Does not throw that grenade, okay? So we'll roll up. We're looking for assists from B2. So let's go ahead and use this AoE here. Yeah, we eat a bunch of counterattacks. Let's do another AoE over here. Lovely jubbly. And just a basic. All that buff immunity across the enemy team. Another AoE. There we go. The assist from Droideka got him to drop. And now we've got to hope. Once again, we're going to keep doing these AoEs over here. We want to try and get Droideka assisting. There we go. Gas is gone. So we've got two choices here. We can choose to try and stun Echo. All right. Stunning Echo will get rid of his opportunity to throw the grenade, or we can try and stun Rex. Stunning Rex will mean he can't form up and give the team turn meter. I want to try and get rid of Rex. Oh, amazing, we got that assist from Droideka. Next up, we're going to go for Echo, and I'm going to heal up on that B2. Ooh, we nearly had him, and we didn't get stunned on Droideka, so an AoE, wonderful. And it's just Arc Trooper that's left alive now. So we need to get Gas sat down again. That's the only issue for us right now. Let's just do a basic here. Probably shouldn't bother doing an AoE there. Let's look to heal up our B2. Just a basic. That drops gas. Now, we need to kill this ARC Trooper. I'm going to save this big hit from Droideka, so we're just going to use a basic. Just a basic. Now we just need to kill gas. So let's try and get the target lock on him. Let's heal up that B2. Just a basic once again. Keep that target lock on gas. Wonderful. Big hit from Droideka, and gas is sat down. That's how it's done, basically, guys. That is how it's done. Yes, there's RNG elements to it around, you know, are you able to get round to Echo fast enough? Are you able to avoid getting stunned, avoid getting hit by that grenade? Can you take out as many clones as you possibly can in the first sitting? But essentially, keep rolling up, keep getting gas to drop quickly, focus 5s, and then get rid of the likes of Rex and Echo, and it should all be okay. The quicker you get it done, the more damage output that you got, the better off you're going to be. Yes, it will take a little bit of RNG based on who the enemy is going to target, right? And do they use certain abilities? Do you happen to get certain amounts of turns in before the enemy takes their turns? And that's going to about do it. Let me know in the comments section down below, did you unlock your gases? And congratulations. What approach worked for you? Make sure you like and subscribe if you don't have already. Big shout out to my wonderful patrons. Thank you for your continued support. I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.